What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Guess what? I know you guys recognize it's something different. The scenery is different. Right now, Shoot the Ish went international.
Yeah.
Was it international?
Domestic.
We went domestic. We left out of Jersey. We in Houston right now, baby. How y'all feeling today?
Feeling good.
Feeling really good.
All right, now we got the lovely Wendy, as you can see.
Birthday girl.
And we got who?
Your boy, Money Mitch. Pluto, Mr. Sensational. You heard?
Enough. And today we got two guests with us. I know you seen one returning guest. Say your name.
Will Namwange. Pleasure to be back.
And who we got over here?
Cheers, everybody. Will's best friend, Z.
Big Z.
Pleasure
All
to
right.
be here.
Now, it's a good thing. The topic that we're going to talk about today is something, it's a broad topic, but believe me, the content that comes with it is going to be something that's going to grab you. We're going to talk about friendships.
Yeah.
And when we talk about friendships, we talking about from what you see right now, different age groups in this, the span friendships, what you do as far as, like, I would say, do we outgrow our friends?
Yeah.
How do we deal with friendship? How do we deal with the loss of friendship? How do we deal with the non-supporting of the friends that we have in our life? And how do we know that we still keep those friends?
Correct.
Or whether or not we continue to be with them. So let's start with, I'm going to ask a simple question. What is friendship to you guys? Being that you said this is Will's best friend.
Yeah.
Z, what's friendship to you?
What's friendship, Z? Talk to me.
We all know your network is the most important thing you got in this world, for sure.
Yes,
So
correct.
the people you put around you is number one. Obviously, we have family, so that comes before anything else. But after that, the next level after that is number one and most important. So you got to be very mindful about who those people are, who you're spending your time with, what type of environments you're putting yourselves in, because the choices you make now are going to lead to the person you're going to become a year,
Correct.
5 years, 10 years from now. So I got very lucky to meet this very special person very early on in my life, and we've been interlocked ever since, and our lives have changed drastically ever since we met, 12 years ago, somewhere around there, freshman year of high school? So I'm very excited to talk about that story,
Sure.
share with you all about how we've developed from young kids to adults, mature men. Right?
Okay.
Sure.
Will, what about you?
Yeah, I think in terms of friendship, I don't think it's binary. It's not like your friends are not friends. It's how good of friends are you, and is what you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to do align with what someone else is trying to do. What's your
Right.
agenda and who's going to help you push it forward, or who's taking you back from what you're trying to accomplish. So you have acquaintances, people that you go out with, you can party with, you have a good time. Then you have friends, those are people you're trying to build with, people that you see helping your future become more bright and building that road that you're trying to get to. So for me, friendship's about, like, who are you trying to grow with, where do your ideals align, and, like, how can you see yourself prospering and benefiting and making each other better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Miss Wendy, what about you?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna say this: when it comes to women and friends,
It might be a little different.
I think
it might be a little
y'all
different.
Y'all shelf life is almost like bread.
Don't say the wrong thing.
I know.
It's over.
No.
It's over.
No,
It's a wrap.
It's definitely different from a guy friendship than a woman friendship. Woman friendship could be so different far as, it's so much hatred sometimes far as in woman. I would say, like, if you move ahead, if you maybe just change a different outfit, change your hair, just something. It could be like
More so
different
competition, I would
Right,
believe.
yes,
Friendship
exactly.
turns to competition. I get
It
it.
could be like a more competition sometime, but I mean, it's hard to find that genuine friendship sometime now in the day.
Yeah.
That far as growing up in my 20s to now, it's totally different. So this is a topic we definitely want to touch on, just to let our audience know, like, it's so different as you grow older versus their 20s now.
Yeah.
So you lose some, you win some. I mean, it is what it is. You just got to keep moving. That's what my advice is saying.
Yeah.
You can't change anything about that.
Sure.
Mitch, what about yourself?
I had a series of friends, throughout my life or whatnot, but you got to understand there's certain like brotherhood. What you got to understand is when you have certain friends, that speak the same language as you, on the same path and mission as you, and literally there's no ulterior motives. We want to see the best amongst each other. Even if I'm not on that level or they see me on that level, we want to always win. So as far as friendship is concerned, it's always a brotherhood. And I started with my brothers as brothers to understand what, true friendship and loyalty is, So me expanding to other friends, we share the same ideology, the same battles. We're there with the same cries. We're there to support with the same failures. We're there with each other's successes. I love my friends and my brother's children as if they were mine. And they would do the same for me. You know what I mean? So I look at it as sacred as far as friendship. Like real friendship versus associates. Because I do have a lot of associates too. Not bad people. I still rock with them, but there's a certain decipher between brotherhood and true friendship versus associates. And I think it's important to everybody. Everybody's always going to need that, that backbone, the extra brother. For example, Cliff is like an older brother I never had because I'm the oldest brother. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things you put one and two together to make you the best version you are, and all they care about is you being the best version you are. It's not about them. It's about they want to make you great.
I agree with that. One of the things that I'll say in reference to friendship and what I've always looked at as friendship, I always desired to have friends that just literally knew who you were. Like, if Cliff says something, they'd be like, no, somebody else can look at it a certain way, and my friend can say, nah,
that ain't Cliff.
That's not that, or that's not him. And one thing I realized about friendship, I don't know if it's because I got older or things of that sort, but you see, you've heard of a saying, friends come and go. And sometimes I recognize, I understand what that term is. I understand what that term is based on my age. And when you recognize that friendship, to me, I always said friendship should be something that's genuine. You don't have to think about it. You know that person got you without you're doing things for them, not saying to yourself like, I know they got me. I know they got me. And that's the only reason. You just know it. It's like you said, it's like a brotherly thing. Well, you just know what it is. Mm-hmm. And just somebody that genuinely, to me, I feel like a friend is somebody that genuinely gives a damn about me. That gonna support me, even if they don't even like it, they still gonna support me.
Exactly.
And they are able to tell me when I'm doing something wrong and not really like, no, I'm not coming just to attack. Right. That's what a friendship is to me.
Sure.
It's like, and you gotta know the flip side. You gotta know I'm coming at you for you. I know you coming at me for me, and it's always in the best interest. Nothing more than that. All right?
Agreed.
Now, one of the things that I want to say, like certain questions I have you guys, any of you guys, I know you guys are young, but I know you, have you ever had friendships that you've lost?
Oh, yes, I have. A lot.
Tell us about it.
A lot. But one thing I'm going to say about women versus men, we are more catty when it comes to certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are more like, okay, like, you hold your composure with certain things, but women more like catty.
Yeah.
You know, so far as I lost a lot of friendship, as I see myself grow, elevate into different things in my life that I feel like it was good for me and my family, and I feel like, when you going up in something, like you see stuff just dropping down.
Yep. I know exactly what you mean by that.
So that's what happened with me. I'm not going to say all of them because I have one of the longest friendship that I ever had is right here with me on this trip.
Nice.
One of my best friends since middle school, since 7th grade middle school.
Nice.
We've been rocking together.
Nice.
And she came all the way from Miami, here to support me. Mm-hmm. And I love her for that, So as you grow, sometimes you grow out of friendship. You grow out of so many different things, Not everybody is meant to stay the whole course with you. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So, yeah.
What about you guys? Has it even happened yet?
Yeah, I think not so much like lost friendship, but you get out of touch. Like for example, I moved to North Carolina, I went to college in New York. I don't talk to some of my friends as much as I'd like to. However, I evolved. I'm not the same dude now that I was in college. There's things I'm building towards. And sometimes you lose out of touch. Doesn't mean that like the relationship doesn't change or I have any ill will. I wish the best for everyone that I've ever been friends with. Nothing negative, but more so like I have to follow my path and I'm relentless towards that. And in doing so, relationships sometimes take a bit of a suffering. But that comes with building and evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can double down on that one. I feel like friendship, as much of it is like we look at it as like an external thing, as like, oh, I'm connected to another person. I think it starts with being very self-aware about who you are as a person. Right?
Agreed.
So, there's nothing wrong with
Outgrowing.
exactly
Yes.
changing as a person. That's what we like. What's that famous quote? I didn't work this hard to stay the same.
Stay the same.
Everything I'm doing is to become a better version of myself.
Correct.
So we might align at this phase of my life, but in the next phase of my life, whenever that time comes, we might grow in different paths, which is totally fine. Like you
Yeah.
said, it's not a negative
Yeah.
thing. But I think it starts with being very self-aware internally about who you are as a person, right? So
Agreed.
for me, the friends I had in high school versus the friends I had in college versus the friends I had right out of college versus a few years into being a young professional, completely 4 different versions of me. And if you take that negatively, that's on you. But if you're confident and you're secure in the path that you're taking, the direction that you're going, the person that you're evolving to become, that's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I feel like that's like the whole point of life.
Yeah.
So I think it starts inside. Is the point I'm trying to make.
And what about you, Mitch?
No, I agree. I agree with what everybody says. Like,
Have you had one of those situations that you've outgrown anybody as friendship?
I would say indirectly outgrown, meaning like we're not as close now than we'll say 4 or 5 years ago. People have different paths in lives. A situation as to where, you know, they might say, all of a sudden I got married. I take the family approach. You feel me? But I'm still saying, no, so respect. I'm still in my lane, and they got their lane. So respectably, we're still close. We still grow with each other. But you know, this situation as to where, like, you know what? I gotta understand. This is their lane, and I have my lane. You know, so I'm not gonna speak too much on the outgrowing part, because that has happened when I was younger. Outgrowing certain people, and in one mix, I'm like, I can't be that. We ain't growing on.
You know the funny thing about all you guys' story, I can relate to your story. And I realized that my story is, I really said, you really wasn't my friend. That's happened in my life. And that's where sometimes I want to be able to say.
I never had that.
Because it's not sometimes about you never had it. Sometimes we keep people around and call us our friends. They
It
really
may not
ain't
be.
your friends.
Yeah.
And I think that's what sometimes people don't understand. Like, I have people that I grew up with.
Yeah.
Call you my friend. But then I look at what's happened. Look at, you've done this. And after a while, when you have to do this to a friend, well, that's just who that person is. No. No.
You don't do that to friends.
You wouldn't do that
to your friend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I find out you do this, and I still accept it, no, that's just who you are. And I keep that around, I deserve to get stung every time. Now, how much do I give a damn about myself to realize, like, you know what? Is it a friend or is it just a routine that I'm used to having?
Yeah.
And sometimes we fall, sorry about that. Sometimes we fall or stay in situations like bad relationships sometimes.
Yeah.
You stay in things because you're just used to the routine. But when you really look deeper into it, was that really a friend? Does that person really mean that? And that's when we have to learn, like, I got to let this go.
See, now when you say that, I never had a situation where, maybe because I play like friends as far as males so close to even for them to even have that type of title, like in my life or whatnot. But now when I think about females,
Female friends?
no.
Oh.
A female relationship.
Oh, no, we ain't talking about relations.
I get it. But no. What I'm saying is, maybe somebody's not right for you because I'm double backing for what you're saying. If someone's not right for you, I'm thinking about relationships. Somebody not right, but you're forcing it because that's them. This is us. This is what it is. I see where you're coming from that aspect, but I just never had that.
Yeah. And that's why I said probably within time. Go ahead.
One additional point I want to make too, when it comes to friendship, it shouldn't always be roses and when you're up. Sometimes friends try to tell you the hard things. If you're really messing up or you're going in a direction where they think you're capable of being better, to have those tough conversations and say you're better than this. It's not always just turn up and just be happy. Sometimes you have to say a negative thing, but also another thing I don't think we talked about yet is making new friends.
Yeah.
Leveling up and networking and getting people who are actually going to benefit you.
Correct.
Yeah.
For example, if you're getting into the gym and you see someone that's where you want to be, talk to them.
Talk to
That
them.
could be a great friend. That could be a great role model.
Correct.
Where you can embody some of the
Correct.
things that they have that can better you.
Yeah,
So it's not only
correct.
about old friends, new friends too.
Correct.
I like that.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Definitely
That's
all
a good one.
starts with like a very honest conversation with
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like people fall into a trap of being very comfortable with their current situation, right? Once you can confront that comfort and put yourself in a very uncomfortable situation, that's where you grow and you evolve and you become better than who you are right now. And that strategy, that plan that you just mentioned is the perfect way to do it. That initial approach to talking to somebody that's in a place where you want to be is very humbling to begin with.
Correct.
Right? Very humbling.
Correct.
You got to look at yourself and say, I don't have that yet, but I want to achieve that. So you got to confront that and then approach it and go with it.
On that note, like what I had learned, like growing up from like my 20s, like these young men, you know, they're going through their lives and everything. Like at a certain age, when I'm like 38 now, and like I'm trying to figure out like, do I really care if they're my friends or not? If they're not giving me that support or really genuine in certain things, like it comes to a certain age where I'm like, it doesn't even matter anymore. Like it's like, why do I gotta fight for our friendship?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Like I'm like, if you're really genuine with me, we're gonna rock things out together. We're gonna figure
Regardless.
it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I don't gotta fight for nothing. I'm a Cancer. I'm gonna say that, and I love hard.
Yeah.
So what I pour into my relationship with anything, I love hard. I give 100%. I'm very loyal to my friends, and I feel like if I'm not reciprocating the same thing, like at this age now, I'm like, I don't gotta fight for it. It's okay for me to meet new friends, for me to start new friendship, and it's okay. Like if certain things fall off, it falls off. Like, you know, like just keep moving. Like who cares? Like, you know.
All right. Now, this reminds me of something. While we were talking about this, you ever heard the saying when they say, like you hear rappers sometimes say, like, look, people, like, oh, he changed once he became famous.
Yeah, once he got
then
money.
the rapper says, no, you guys changed when I got
famous. Yeah.
Now, in understanding that, that's still a certain dynamic of friends, and it's like anything, any accomplishment, you get like, you could, like you say, we outgrow sometimes. Like you say, hey, I'm not the same person I used to be. People say, yo, he phony or he corny. No, your progression sometimes can eliminate people that you deal with.
Yeah, indirectly.
You getting promoted.
Yeah.
Can like, he turned on us.
Oh, he managed.
Or you trying to do good things in life, people who don't support you.
Yeah.
Me trying to do higher things. You be like, damn, I thought I had all these friends. Where the support? Now I'm gonna talk about even doing podcasts.
Let's start
I'm about to do that
real
look.
quick. Like,
I'm about to start looking. Like you do podcasts sometimes. You be like, yo,
Yeah.
I don't mean I'm not begging for likes, but I'm like, hold up. I swear to God, you asked me for a favor last week. You asked me for a favor the week before that, and I only got 3.
I seen you looked at it. I
Right.
seen you peeped it. You couldn't hit a like.
Exactly.
You watched it.
They watch
goddamn.
it,
But you're my friend.
But we're friends. Yo, keep doing your thing, Mitch. You can't do like.
I just say sometimes I was like, have you guys experienced that? Like your progression, people fell off through your progression.
Indirectly.
Of course.
Yeah.
We all go through that. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is genuinely happy for you doing something. You know, what we're doing right now, what we're starting, it's like, it's not meant for everybody, and not everybody is going to be happy for you.
Correct.
But then you see that. You notice and you pay attention to who, don't start texting you no more, who don't like certain things no more.
Mm-hmm.
You see stuff just falling off.
Yeah.
But you know what? I always pray to God, and I tell him, whoever's not meant to be in my life, just let them go.
Yeah, let 'em be.
And I don't care no more. Like, I'm not going to worry myself no more who falls off of my friendship. You know, it's okay. We elevate in certain things in life, and not everybody really happy for you. and you see certain things differently. You know.
I want to
I
add
agree.
one point to that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think especially when it comes to friendship, you should never give or help someone with the intention of that coming back. and
Correct.
reciprocated.
Yeah, of course.
I
not.
agree.
If it's,
I
that's
agree.
manipulation if
Yeah.
you're doing something in exchange for
Yeah.
a favor later.
Correct.
If you're doing something, it's because you generally think that that person is worthy and capable of whatever it is that favor that you're doing for them.
Yes.
Right? And you're in the position to help someone.
Correct.
With nothing in return.
Correct.
The moment that you expect something, that's manipulation. That's not true friendship.
not
that's
friendship.
inauthentic.
Yeah, it turns
Authenticity-
transactional.
Yeah, it's transactional.
Now it's
Authenticity
business.
is like, I'm in a position to help you, and I'm going to do what I can because I think you deserve it. And I rock with you. You've been there for me. You know what I mean? So I'm going to help. But I think that's important to think about.
You definitely, I feel like you avoid any tension in those types of situations when you have a clear vision of the direction you're trying to go. And if you have those like honest conversations with your friend about what your end goal is, and if those align, I feel like those are the best friendships you can have. The
Yeah.
thing is, you
Yeah.
can't have those types of conversations if you're only doing the rah-rah partying type of lifestyle friendships, right? We all
Yeah.
have those, and there's nothing wrong with that. We all like to have a good
Yeah,
time.
of course.
That's what life's about, right? But you know, you got to also have a balance of having fun and like, all right, you know, where are we going right now?
What we doing?
What we
Yeah.
doing with this?
You
Right?
you only fuck with me
Right.
when it's some fun
When it's
stuff.
fun.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'll never
Exactly.
see you
Exactly.
Also
when
business
it's some-
trip.
So I
when
When
it's
I'm
something
going
real.
through
When you're
certain
on
things, but
Tuesday.
you're not
Yeah.
there for
Exactly.
me. You know,
Yeah.
Exactly.
like you're not. You
And
know,
I think
yeah.
Only on Fridays. Here.
Yeah.
You went on Tuesday.
You said it.
You
Transactional.
always say on Saturday. Where you went on Tuesday?
Yeah.
I'm your friend for this.
Exactly.
He's your
Wait a
friend for
second
that.
now.
This your friend. Like, yo, I'm here all the time. Like,
Yeah.
so, you know what? The funny thing, that's why I said one of the things I said was this conversation was about friendships,
Yeah.
and what I've learned through my journey is that you never want to say, well, that person is. I mess with that person when it comes to this. I mess with that person because we say that like, yo, that's my boy. I mess with him with that. I don't really mess with him with this. I feel, to me, like I always said, what I always wanted was somebody that I could talk to you on everything.
Any
And I think
aspect.
people aren't.
Yeah.
To me, I don't think people are genuine anymore. I think it's. I think truly. I think one thing that I could say, and you guys probably wanted to know, like as you get older, you're kind of more secluded in what you bring in your circle. I know when I was younger, everybody.
open.
Yeah, I had a
everybody
lot
come
of
in.
friends.
Yeah.
In my
Oh, I
20s.
got a lot of friends.
That's why I
my
said I
friend.
got Cliff.
That's my friend.
I like
That's my
Cliff.
friend. Everybody my friend.
Yeah.
As I get older, I'm like, no, I know him. But it's like certain things I gotta see from you. Like as I get older, it's certain things I gotta see from you. To realize, yo,
That's when they start
But,
dropping.
yeah,
you know?
one thing I will say too though is I have empathy because I know some people go through what they go through, and a lot of people try to fit in.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to put up a front or a facade that puts them in a light where they feel respected and wanted. Everyone wants to feel loved and accepted. But in doing that, like I have empathy in the sense that like I understand some people just, you know what I mean, just want to be involved and want to be appreciated. So to that degree, I try to look at the best in people, genuinely.
Yeah.
Right? And get that like, you know, I don't know what you're going through,
Yeah.
you know, but try to see the good and the light in them
Yeah.
and pour that back.
it's
Try to give
something
as
you
much as I
said.
can.
But I'm now if I tell you my life story, not really me, but I lost somebody based on that person being a friend of somebody, and the person that they thought was their friend was the reason that person got popped. So that person genuinely treated that person like a friend. And you realize when you look back, it was like, yo, he wasn't really his friend. And y'all knew each other growing up. But when
Yeah.
it got to a certain point, not me. So that's why I look, and I think everybody has their life experience and how they change or how they view things. And I think when you really look at everything, it's like, I think that probably like heartened me a little bit. But I've learned one thing. I got to look at a person. Even if I fuck with you, I'm still looking. I'm still peeping how you move. I'm peeping how you do me. I'm
Yeah.
peeping, like, I'm never going to tell you though.
Okay, can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
I feel like something I see a lot is people put their criteria and what they see as their list of what constitutes a friendship,
Yeah.
and expect everyone to have that same thing. Everyone has
Yeah.
their own thing.
That is
yeah.
true.
Everybody
Because
got their
I
own.
abide
Yeah.
by these certain
I agree.
standards,
Yeah.
and
I
you
agree.
don't, does that really make you bad? No. It's just like, you can't hold everyone to the standard that you hold yourself to as a friend.
I agree.
And I think that sometimes
Yeah, I agree.
messes up a
I
lot
agree
of
with that.
friendships.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I must agree with Will.
Yeah.
Because even me and Mitch had a scenario.
Yeah.
He said he does certain things. And I was like, I don't see that. But that doesn't mean that he's a certain way and I'm a certain way. We're two different people.
Yeah.
So he's gonna move a certain way because that's all he knows. And that may have been the way he moved with certain people. I know my crew growing up, I know this is how we move. If we never sat back and discussed how we interact with each other, I can't say Mitch is bad at doing something, and he can't say I'm bad at doing something. It's just the fact that maybe that was our first time getting to that transaction, so we realized like, well, that's not
it's different. Yeah, we different. Yeah,
we different.
Yeah.
But that don't mean I take away from the
correct.
friendship.
It's not like he's bad, I'm bad, or we're not friends no more. It's like it's just different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Good one right there. We'll drop some knowledge right now. I was like, I heard what he was saying. I was like, I get it. I get it. And maybe I hold people to high standards.
So my standards.
I'm difficult. So.
Yeah.
Nah, that's what's up.
I get it. You know, far as where you guys are stating, it's so hard sometimes when you're getting older and you're meeting new people or have the same friends around
Sure.
you. You just gotta understand the loyalty of a friendship.
Sure.
I feel like you know what's sincere and what's not.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So trust your intuition, I would always say. You know, trusting your feeling, your gut feeling. If that's telling you that's not your friend, then that's not your friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
agree.
I learned that as growing up, you know, older, like I had so many friends, you know, and like you guys started the show. Wendy's known for all the baddies, and you know what I'm saying? But sometimes, you know, like you just trust your intuition. You grow older and you outgrow some people too, you know, and it's okay. You know, we always I wish all you guys the best in life, you know. And I truly always been so loyal to my friends, them, like, and I love so hard and so deeply. I think that's me, my thing. Like, I love so hard. So just trust your gut feelings when it comes to friendship. You know, as you grow older, you're gonna understand that.
Sure.
You know.
Sure.
You got anything to say, man?
Oh no, I agree 100%. You know, as far as friendship, brotherhood, your circle reflects a lot about the person you are.
Yeah.
Or who you want to be. So you always want to, you know, put yourself around people that want you to be great. As a matter of fact, you want to put yourself around people that may even enjoy your accomplishments as much as you do, or even more.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You feel me? The true growth, right? You want to challenge yourself to have a circle of people that are even better than what you are and what you're doing, so you can go to achieve and grow, you know. And it's a friendship, communication, connection changes lives, man.
Yeah.
There's a reason why the rich
It's gonna
deal
be
with the
true.
rich
Right.
and get richer, and the poor with the poor and get poorer.
Because that's all they know.
Birds of the same feather flock together.
I know you.
I was gonna add, like, I want to give the viewers something tangible, right? Something they could take with them. So, from y'all experiences, how do you go about finding those people? You know, and how do you go about after that nurturing those relationships, right? Because that's a true, tangible, like, thing that you can take back in your life.
I would say one of the things that I do, like I met you, right? And just mingling, I was like, I know them, right? And I know their character. You're with them. They're not gonna bring some fugazi around, right? You know what I'm saying? So basically, I can open myself up to get to know you, right? And I think as I get older, that's how I meet new friends.
Exactly.
I met Chova through you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I met Varney, all of them through you.
Yeah.
And I met your brothers through you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree.
it's like, it's almost like as we get older, even when you deal with relationships, like, no, I met this chick through her. Like, oh, I met this chick through her. We get hooked up after a while. We no more, like, people don't know how to meet people no more because we get hooked up. So even with friendship, as you get older, it's going to be people who that you, if I just meet somebody just like we at the gym, I'm not an approachable person. I'm not a friendly motherfucker. Seriously, I'm quicker to meet somebody if they were with a crew of people that I knew.
Yeah.
And they're introduced, just like Mitch was with me. Take him somewhere around my boys. Now they was like, yo, I thought you was bringing Mitch to the cookout.
Yeah.
Because they know him now because he was with me. You know what I'm saying? So he'll know my people. And that's how, like, we, like a lot of my friends, we intermingled like that. People that my brother knew growing up, they're my boys. They wound up, when my brother passed away, I was still cool with them. I brought them around my friends, so now they all chill together. Yeah. So that's how I would say, for me, I meet and I connect with people just through other people I know and who they bring around.
So one comment. So your friends are mutual friends. That's what I got.
And no, we became friends.
Right.
Yeah.
One thing I would say, I learned this at a young age because I learned the importance of networking. You don't know who you're talking to sometimes.
Yeah.
And that person can be the door to a bright and great future. So you have to give everyone the benefit of the doubt off rip and like really be vulnerable and express yourself and get to know people and give them that opportunity because they might be the window to
your new
very
success,
prosperous
right?
future.
Yeah.
Like I said, you don't know who you're talking to sometimes. So
Yeah.
that's what I would say. I
Agreed.
try to be
agree.
as open as I can and get to know everyone and like
Me too,
at face
yeah.
value, give them
Yeah.
the benefit of the doubt until proven otherwise.
I
It's
agree
the
with
other way
that.
around.
But my question to that, 9 times out of 10, the person that you may meet, aren't you meeting them in that environment, in that specific environment? Like it may be still a work environment.
It could be any environment.
Oh, just like a stranger off the
You
street.
It could be a dude
behind-
at the pool.
You could be someone. You could be behind someone at the bar whose dad is the CFO of X, Y, and Z venture capitalist firm, and you're trying to get into venture capitalism. You change his numbers. You guys go out for beers. Turns out you text his dad and gets you the job of your dreams.
Oh, okay, all
You
right.
don't know. You never know.
So I should be more open.
Yes,
Open,
yeah, we
yes.
should.
Don't be.
Yo, we live
Yeah,
once.
Don't
He
close
kicking
up.
knowledge again.
Yeah.
I can't take it
He's
anymore.
really the king of that,
Yo.
though. He's really the king of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, word.
Greatest heaven in my life came from that.
Yo,
So I'm a
he's
advocate
kicking
for it.
knowledge today.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm just telling
Don't
my story.
close off.
That's
I-
his story.
yeah.
That's his story.
Sheesh.
I agree.
But I ain't gonna lie.
Don't close off.
You guys have done very well, especially you for your first podcast ever.
Yes.
Yo,
Yeah. He,
young boys kicking
he
knowledge.
even asked me a question.
Word. This Gen Z. Gen Z, yo. Not everybody play video games and sleep all day. Talk about
How
mom.
about we cheers to that
You know
one
what I
vacation,
mean?
enjoying
There's
ourselves.
still
Exactly.
hard-working
Cheers.
Gen
Happy
Zs.
birthday, Wendy.
Hard-working
Yeah.
Gen Zs.
Yeah.
Wendy, happy birthday.
And I'm gonna feedback a little bit off of what Z was saying about friendship.
Yes.
You know, I'm gonna say this. Okay, so you said that as far as how we get, this friendship, or do you guys stick in this? Like I'm still the same person that I was back
Correct.
growing up.
Correct.
I just look at my atmosphere, like friendship, like who seems genuine to me, who's
Yes.
not genuine to me.
Okay.
And like as you grow into your adulthood and keep growing, you're gonna feel like, okay, is this person here for me or is this person not?
Okay.
And me, it was very hard for me to accept losing friendship. I would sit and be like, why they not my friends or why they not this? Because I love hard.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my husband always told me, he was like, why do you care? Like, who cares? Like, he is such a different person than me.
Yeah.
And I think kind of him got into me a little bit. So I'm going to say this one thing. I wanted to bring my best friend forever from middle school for 2 seconds on the podcast.
Okay. How you doing?
And
How you
I
doing?
love her, and I thank her for being here because
How you doing?
this is
How you
Barbara,
doing?
by the way.
Hello,
You know.
Hello, Barbara.
Hello, Barbara. How are you? Hello.
And we've been friends since middle school, and she's
That's
been
what's
with
up.
me for so long, and I want her to be here with me,
That's what's up.
because she loves me and I love her. Oh my God!
Talk to us. Talk to us, Barbara. Talk to us.
So
What?
it's like
Talk
How
to
did
us.
how did you guys friendship?
Oh my God, I don't even remember. Like
I remember everything. I remember everything.
Tell me, go ahead.
We met in wood shop. Like we were
Yes,
like
we
in
did.
wood
Damn,
shop.
she said wood shop.
Where's your shop? I remember that class.
I remember
That's
that.
where you building
We
stuff.
met in wood shop,
Yeah.
and
At JFK.
At JFK middle school back in North Miami.
Yeah.
So we just met there, and we just was like, we got into a conversation just off of like a piece of wood.
A piece of wood. Yes. Okay, that's true.
You know? So our friendship built from
Pause.
there.
That's what's up.
Not like that.
Yeah, I know. No, we know. No. We just trying to be funny. We trying to be funny.
Our
Don't worry.
friendship started from that day until now. We're still the same. You
And
know,
it's a blessing. Your birthday, she
It's my
flying
birthday.
from Miami
Right. You know, like.
to Texas.
And I love her for that. I appreciate her for that, for being here. You know, so we about to ready to get lit.
Yes,
You know,
you already know.
and
Houston, Atlanta, what? Vegas.
Vegas.
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. You already.
It's alright. I love you. And I just wanted to bring her in for a second.
It's very important to give those flowers out.
Yeah, it's,
Aw,
yeah.
thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
give the flowers. You gotta give
I
the
think that
flowers.
is good.
Yes, good
Wait,
is
hold
flowers.
up.
What?
The young boys kicking knowledge again today.
They good.
I mean, you know what? That is true. Sometimes you gotta turn to your friend and say, you know what? I love you, man.
Word.
I love you, man.
Word, man.
So, as they do in church, look to the left.
Left. Look to the right.
Tell your neighbor,
I love you, man.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you, man. I love y'all.
In Jesus' name.
Love y'all.
So, I like to say, look, guys, we wanted to give you something. Let you know, we went down to Houston. We still made sure we wanted to give you guys content. We got other content coming later.
You ready?
We're going to be on the streets, being able to do these little online or on the site interviews.
You ready?
And hope you guys stay tuned. Thank you again for continuing to support the show. Like,
you, guys.
subscribe, share. And if you guys have anything to say before we close out,
Houston.
Let's have some fun with it.
Let's get it.
Let's have some. It's my birthday edition, so we
Birthday
about to
girl,
get lit.
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
You know?
all right.
Sensational.
And guess what? We are out.